The NASCAR world is absolutely exploding after Trackhouse Racing pulled off what might be the most savage prank in recent memory at the All-Star race. A Ross Chastain pit crew member managed to completely humiliate two of NASCAR's biggest stars, Ryan Blaney and Chase Elliott, in a move so bold and hilarious that fans are calling it aura farming at its absolute finest. The sheer audacity of what happened has everyone talking, and when you see what went down, you'll understand why this moment is breaking the internet and leaving veteran drivers absolutely speechless and questioning their life choices. This wasn't just some ordinary prank. This was a masterclass in confidence and perfect timing that has NASCAR fans rolling on the floor laughing. The All-Star race weekend at North Wilkesboro was supposed to be about $1 million in prize money and serious competition, but Trackhouse Racing decided to steal the show with what might be the funniest moment of the entire season. Christopher Bell may have taken home the $1 million prize after defeating Joey Logano in a thrilling finish, while Ross Chastain finished third, but what happened before the race has completely overshadowed the actual racing and has everyone cracking up at the pure genius of this moment. The footage that Trackhouse Racing shared on social media is pure comedy gold. It shows a perfectly executed moment of brilliant humor that would make stand-up comedians jealous. A Trackhouse pit crew member, who has now become an instant legend, casually dropped a notepad in front of Ryan Blaney and Chase Elliott. These are Cup Series winners, established champions, multi-millionaire athletes who are used to being the center of attention. But here's where this gets absolutely brilliant. When these unsuspecting victims, and yes, that's exactly what they became, picked up what they thought was an accidentally dropped item to help out, they walked straight into the most perfect setup ever conceived in the NASCAR garage. The crew member didn't just take back his notepad, he confidently signed his own name on it, treating these NASCAR superstars like they were eager fans desperate for his autograph. The comedic timing was absolutely perfect. You can see the exact moment both Blaney and Elliott realized they'd been completely played. Their expressions show pure confusion, bewilderment, and what can only be described as, wait, what just happened? These are drivers who've conquered the highest levels of motorsports, and suddenly they're standing there like confused kids who just got outsmarted by someone they'd never heard of. Trackhouse Racing didn't just share this footage, they embraced the hilarity with the perfect caption, aura farming other NASCAR drivers. This internet slang perfectly captured the savage nature of what happened, and it shows that Trackhouse totally understands how funny and brilliant this moment was. The social media explosion that followed was absolutely incredible. NASCAR fans have been losing their minds with laughter, praising this crew member for having more confidence than most people could ever dream of. The reactions range from dying of laughter to pure admiration for what might be the boldest move in recent NASCAR history. But here's what makes this truly amazing: this confidence comes from real success. Ross Chastain has been building something special at Trackhouse Racing this season. Through the first 12 races of 2025, he's consistently collected 6 top 10 finishes and 2 top 5 finishes, including that impressive second-place finish at Texas that showed Trackhouse is serious business. After Texas, Chastain talked about having a working-class day and mentioned wanting to hit Tootsie's in Nashville. "That's enough reason to go to Tootsie's next time I'm in Nashville," said Ross Chastain.
Yeah, that's a working class day. That's enough reason to go to Tootsie's next time I'm in Nashville. I want to head straight there. Gosh, that's a working day. Just no confidence in the car yesterday. And
this down-to-earth attitude perfectly matches the boldness of having your pit crew prank Cup Series champions. It shows Trackhouse has that perfect combination of skill and personality that makes them impossible to ignore. The reactions from the NASCAR community have been absolutely hilarious. Fans are calling this crew member everything from an absolute legend to the most confident person alive, while others are praising Trackhouse for bringing much-needed humor to the sport. The consensus is clear. This unknown crew member just became more famous than some full-time drivers with one brilliant moment. What's truly brilliant about this moment is how it completely changed the usual dynamics that NASCAR operates under. Drivers are usually the stars, the main characters, while crew members work behind the scenes. But this one hilarious moment turned everything around suddenly. This unknown crew member became the most talked about person in NASCAR, while 2 Cup Series champions became part of his comedy show. The fact that both Blaney and Elliott just went along with it makes this even more entertaining. They were completely caught off guard, but instead of getting angry or calling out the prank, they seemed genuinely puzzled about what was happening. It's a testament to how perfectly executed and unexpectedly brilliant this moment was. This incident shows the unique personality that Trackhouse Racing brings to the Cup Series. Trackhouse was built by former racer Justin Marks and was previously owned by rapper Pitbull, so they've always had that slightly different energy compared to traditional NASCAR teams. This prank perfectly captures that fun-loving but confident attitude. They're not afraid to mix things up and have a good time while competing at the highest level. The timing of this hilarious moment was absolutely perfect. This happened during All-Star Race weekend, when every driver was focused on the $1 million prize in maximum competition. Trackhouse had all three cars, Chastain, Daniel Suarez, and Shane Van Gisbergen in the race, and instead of being nervous about the pressure, they were having fun with their competition like they owned the place. Here's what makes this even more impressive. Chastain's #1 car has been to victory lane 5 times since 2022, the most wins by any driver with that number in Cup Series history. They're not just having fun, they're backing up their confidence with real results on the racetrack. When you're setting records and winning races, you can afford to have some laughs with your competition. The internet slang in Trackhouse's social media post shows how connected they are with younger fans. Aura farming isn't traditional NASCAR language, but Trackhouse embraced it perfectly. They understand that modern fans love personality, humor, and authentic moments, not just serious racing content. What makes this truly special is that Trackhouse filmed this hilarious moment and proudly shared it with the world. They weren't trying to hide what happened or downplay it. They were celebrating how funny and brilliant it was. They wanted everyone to see their crew members' incredible confidence and perfect timing. The contrast between this lighthearted moment and the intense competition of the All-Star race creates perfect entertainment. The 2025 All-Star race featured 250 laps of serious racing, with Christopher Bell and Joey Logano battling intensely for the final 28 laps for that $1 million prize. But somehow, this simple but brilliant prank has gotten just as much attention as the actual racing. As NASCAR continues to attract younger fans, moments like this show that the sport doesn't have to be serious all the time. Racing is competitive business, but there's always room for humor, personality, and pure entertainment, and Trackhouse Racing just proved they have all three in abundance. Drop your thoughts on this savage prank in the comments. Did this pit crew member go too far, or is he a legend? Smash that like button and subscribe for more NASCAR drama